I've got games, so many games, I don't know what to do with all these games. And if you just want to chat, let's talk in bits and bytes, cause I'm down like that. When I'm at the Goodwills or when I'm checking Craigslist, all I'm thinking about is my NES. It's just something to do, it's like the passing of time. Without further ado, let's end this rhyme.
Hey guys, it's Justin, aka Goodwill Hunter, and I'm back, and I'm going to go through. It's getting too big. This pickup stack of games keeps growing exponentially every day. With everything that I got at Goodwill yesterday, that I'm going to do a pickup video for, and everything else I'm trying to do, and just we're going to get through this. Okay, well, let's start off at least one that I can remember. I was on the Nintendo Age forums. I'll put a link below. It's a really good site if you're really into collecting and you really want that community feel. Nintendo Age, and there are also the Atari Age and every other age of kind of video game. But Nintendo Age is for me because obviously that's one of the first systems I had, so no brainer. But I was scoping some of the special events, and what do you know? There's a video game store that was opening literally 10-15 minutes down the street from where I work, which is about 20 minutes away from where I live, because there was nothing. There are no mom and pop game stores down in Georgia where I live, so to have one just spontaneously open up a month, 2 months after we got here was just the icing on the cake. So he said he was going to do kind of like a silent opening, and that he wasn't going to be, he wasn't sure when he was going to be open because you have to get the permits for the business, and he was still unboxing everything because he had just moved from New Jersey. But he said, hey, if you're in the area and you just want to stop by, sure, stop by. I'm always buying stuff. So I took him up on the offer, and I came by. And I picked up a couple of games. I got 2 Nintendo games and 1 Super Nintendo game. I don't think I'll be buying too much from him because he it's weird. He doesn't really price his games individually on the shelves. Well, I guess this one was, which I don't like. So you get whatever games you want, and some of them, for the most part, don't have prices on them. You bring them up, and he will literally look them up and tell you what they are, which that's not a very good and efficient way of doing it anyways. So he's pretty much just selling them for whatever they're going for, the highest, and it just irritates me. But anyways, the 2 games I picked up for the Nintendo, I picked up a copy of Rain King with the manual. I think he only wanted $5 for that. It's not a great game by any means, but it's not a bad game, and I had the manual and a dust jacket. So the second game I picked up, I needed to finish off the Wizards and Warriors trilogy because it's Wizards and Warriors 3. And so now I have all 3 of them. I have Wizards and Warriors, Iron Sword, and Wizards and Warriors 3. He wanted $15 for that, which it is kind of what it's going for, unfortunately. This game's getting harder and harder to find. The game I picked up for the Super Nintendo, though, it's a fighting game. It's a more obscure fighting game, and it's Ranma Half. I vaguely remember picking this up at a video store that was down the street from where we were living in Connecticut, and I played it, and I don't remember it being too great, but I don't remember ever, you don't really see this game too much, so it's more of an uncommon game, and I like fighting games. They're probably my favorite. And look, you can play, I think it has like Panda and stuff. So I think it's based off of a Japanese anime series, like everything else from Japan. I picked up 2 games for the Sega Master System, and they're both complete and in box, and I think they're really good to add to any Master System collection. And I was really kind of stoked to get this one, but it's R-Type this is I mean, I never owned a Sega Master System, but I can honestly say that just the gameplay on this is just amazing. I did not know that the Master System could just do that type of gameplay, and the graphics are they're top notch. I mean, compared to a Nintendo, I mean, this, hands down, this almost looks like, Super Nintendo. And of course, you wanted about $15 for it, but you don't find that game, and especially complete in the box. I'll pay $15 for it. Second one I picked up though was an oldie but a goodie, and that's Double Dragon on the Sega Master System. And it's not like the one for Nintendo, guarantee you. I went up to Pendergrass one weekend, and it's kind of getting really slim pickings up there. The one guy I go to that really has the good deals, and you get 3 loose games from one of his sections for $10. It's really not getting very much stock coming in as far as what's going out. So it's kind of hit or miss nowadays, and I usually go every couple of weeks, but now it's every month. But I did find 3 games while I was up there. 2 Nintendo, 1 Sega. The first game I picked up, and I was really stoked to get, Gradius, or however you said. But yeah, it was like $3, and now I can add it to the Gradius family. I just recently picked up Gradius 3 for the Super Nintendo. I picked up roller games. Yes, it's not actually like roller ball or roller derby. It's a fun game. I remember playing this. It's kind of like a side scroller mix of platforming, but some some rail levels, like you're trying to skate away from a helicopter that's trying to take you out. It's fun. And I know it sucks, but Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge. I know it's it's a platformer, and you get to play as the X-Man and as Spider-Man, but it's just not a very good license to say that they had given to. It's not a very good game. It's just not. But I did pick up Snake's Revenge. So now I both have Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge. And I can't remember actually even playing this because, I had Metal Gear, obviously, but I don't know if I ever had Snake's Revenge. Just don't remember ever having it or playing it. Second game I picked up was a fighting game, and it's a more uncommon fighting game. Yes, I put it in a custom case. It's Street Fighter Alpha 2 for the Super Nintendo. Just really fun. This is when Street Fighter was kind of transitioning into the kind of style and the whole Alpha series. I love their whole the character models, the colors, the super moves. It's just in my opinion, it's when the series really took a turn in the right direction. Goodwill a couple weeks ago, actually. I picked up all these games. 2 of them on one day and the other on the other day. I picked up WCW vs. NWO World Tour, brother, and this was only, I think, $1.50. $1.75. Yeah, it was half price. I've been finding that Goodwill's, at least the one I went to yesterday, they're actually individually pricing their games now, which is really good. Because I picked up a whole stack of Nintendo games for $1.50 a piece. But this one still kind of prices them flat rate. Oh, it's time to get up. But I also picked up, they had a Sega CD game, and you don't really find these too often, and this one was in really good condition. It's Dragon's Lair. Yes, Dragon's Lair, starring Dirk the Daring, and I've got to say I've actually played this on the Sega CD, and it sucks. I know the arcade was amazing. It was all, hand-drawn animation from, you know, the guy who did the Rescuers, and I think he did Fievel. I'm not really sure if anyone can verify that. Some Sega Genesis games, and I had Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure, and it looks like it's a fun platformer. Doesn't look too bad. I haven't tried it yet, but you know, it was complete, so I'm kind of stoked. It looks actually pretty good. I got Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. It just looks like a freaking puzzle game, which I hate. I hate puzzle games, but it's a Mickey game, and you know, you can't pass up a Mickey game when you find it, especially when it's Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, which I haven't seen too often. But I was really stoked about this one. I kind of, you know, kind of broke one of their store policies, but whatever. So they had it bundled in the back with the Genesis Model 1. It came with 2 games, and they wanted like $30 for it. And they had, I think it was like bundled with Sonic 2, the not for resale edition. But he had this game, and I wanted it, so I took it out of the cellophane and went up front with it. It's Golden Axe 2, and I love Golden Axe. It's a fun beat 'em up, and I don't remember too much about playing the second one. I know I played the first one because that's pretty much the more common of the two. But yeah, it's a fun beat 'em up. You know, you get the Amazon chick, the barbarian, and then the dwarf guy, and you get to ride on, you know, just creatures and beat up other guy. Dark Gold. It's like Dark Gold? No, Dark Gold. That's 2 games that I picked up. You're gonna laugh at me when I tell you what I picked up, but yeah. It's Barbie. Barbie Supermodel. It's Barbie. It's Barbie. Don't. Crystals. Ponytail. Get it? Do you get it? Crystal. Pony. Tail. It's Crystal's ponytail. But anyways, guys, those were all the pickups for at least the last couple of weeks. I do have more. They're somewhere around here. I have another system that I picked up that I want to do a review on. All the Nintendo games I picked up yesterday that I need to do a pickup on. And all the other video responses that I would like to do. It's not very much time. That's why I'm up at 6 in the morning. But anyways, thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and stay tuned.